Hello my friends, I'm Maria.Shlychkova, a real estate agent in Bay Area, and in this video I will be talking about tips on how to prepare your home for sale. So let's start from here. We are outside of the house right now. Let's talk about curb appeal. This is the first thing that your buyers will be seeing when they arrive at your property. So mow the lawn. Cut the overgrown bushes. For example, this area used to have a lot of tomato plants, but it might be good for the homeowner as it's sunny, great spot for that, but it's not as good for presenting your house. So we remove the tomato plants, we trim this bush, that bush, and we put some bark in here. But let's move inside the house. Once the buyers step into the house, first thing they're gonna see is how clean your house is. Please do a deep clean of it. If you've been living on the property for a very long time, you might overlook some items like the doors or dust on a baseboard. So these items need to be cleaned too. So hire the professional, hire the cleaning company. Also, such a dramatic difference, fresh can of paint. So this season, everything painted white. White ceiling, white walls, and it does make sense because white visually makes ceiling higher and the room wider. And it's like blank canvas for your buyers, so they can visualize themselves in this property. The next step, declutter your home. So that means remove almost like 50% of your furniture, of your decorations, rent the storage room or use the garage for that purpose. It needs to be spacey, it needs to have more room for everything. So no more personal pictures, no more family memorabilia. The buyer needs to see themselves living on that property, not visualize you living in here. So pay attention to that. Let's talk about popcorn ceiling. So my advice, if you have it, remove it before selling your home. So this house used to have popcorn ceiling. A lot of, especially younger buyers, will be turned away from your house once they see the ceiling. And visually it makes ceiling much higher and cleaner space. So this is huge impact on a sale, and it will take some part of your budget, but I think it's really worth it. If you already moved out of this property, if this property is vacant right now, my advice is the call for staging company. Staging company, they're professional decorators. They will bring their own furniture, like this room or the whole house I'm showing today. They will bring their decoration, even towels and small decoration for bathrooms. So, and they can help you with your own furniture if you're still staying in the house, and help you to highlight all the best places of your property. Kitchen is one of the most important rooms or places in the house. Let's see the example of what has been done in that kitchen in that house. So it used to be all brown, dark brown wood, all the cabinets. Appliances were old and not all of them were in working condition, and the lights were these old luminescent lights, and the window coverings were covering whole window. Window coverings were kind of brownish color, so the kitchen looked very dark and I think even depressing. So what's done now? Of course, walls are fresh paint of white. Fresh paint of white on cabinets, and look at the dramatic difference. So much more space, feels like it. Great tip for buying or updating your appliances on a budget. Check out the Craigslist marketplace or a lot of wholesale used appliance stores in Bay Area. So right now for counter we have wooden block. It's kind of modern look and very budget friendly. And of course no more dark window coverings. Look at the lights. So much different kitchen right now. What do you think? Write me in the comments. Floors. Let's talk about floors. So if you decided you want to keep your carpet in some of the bedrooms, for example, have it professionally cleaned. Call carpet cleaner. They will have special equipment. It will help to remove some older stains, for example. But some areas need different floors. For example, that room which has an access to the backyard used to have carpet, and it was so old and dirty, and it's definitely asked for a change. And here right now is vinyl plank. There's so many choices of colors of the vinyl plank right now. It's very popular. So please take a look if you will be able to install it yourself, maybe, or call the professional installation, and it will definitely make a huge impact on your sale too. A lot of things I talked about is just the cosmetic fixes, but the seller really needs to take care of some bigger issues. If you know you have a leaking faucet or some issues in the bathrooms, please try to make the best effort to fix it. Of course, if your house needs a new roof, this will be put in the disclosures by the seller's agent, and this probably you don't have to do it right away. This is a huge budget, or if you have bigger issues, you need to discuss it with your agent. But for smaller things, yes, my advice is to take care of smaller things as much as you can. And don't forget about the outside space. Right now I'm on a backyard, and as you can see, the staging company did some decoration here as well, but the homeowner need to see what else can be done. For example, they really need to mow the lawn. Fresh mulch creates much cleaner space around flower beds, for example, or even the new flowers, annual flowers with bright colors add so much joy to the backyard. Trim some bushes, overgrown trees. Everything needs to be looking fresh and clean, and this is one of the most important part of preparing your house for sale as well. Here is the most important thing. Find a great real estate agent, great realtor, who will guide you through the process, who will help you to decide if it's worth your time and money, if your changes will have a bigger impact on the sale of the property. Realtor who will price the house right. And if you want to schedule free consultation with me, please call me, text me at 408-772-6539. Thank you for watching. See you next time.